Hello everybody, I'll be giving a brief explanation on the internal combustion engine. So the combustion engine most commonly found in your car is called the four-stroke combustion engine, and it has four distinct phases of piston oscillation. The phases can be classified as intake, compression, ignition, and exhaust. So here you can see the general shape of the piston when it's inside the cylinder of the engine. The first stage, or the intake phase, happens when the piston is at the lowest point inside the cylinder. At this point, there are these two valves at the top of the cylinder where one will open to let gasoline and oxygen enter the chamber, hence the name intake. In the second stage, otherwise known as the compression phase, as the crank here continues to turn, the valve from the intake stage closes as the piston is pushed upwards into the cylinder. In doing so, the gasoline and oxygen inside the chamber is packed and squeezed together, and hence the name compression. While the crank continues to turn, the cylinder enters the third stage, or the ignition phase. This happens when the piston head is at the highest point that it can reach in the cylinder. At this point, all the gasoline and oxygen from before is squeezed to the tightest the cylinder can compress it to. But these compressed gases can't just ignite on their own. That's why at the exact same time as the cylinder hits the highest point, the spark plug, found at the very top of the cylinder, in between the two valves, creates a spark that ignites the compressed gas, making an explosion that pushes the piston head downwards and towards the final phase. So in the final phase, the exhaust phase, the second valve opens to suck the vapors left over from the explosion in the ignition phase. From here, the gases will exit the engine through the exhaust pipe out of the back of the car. And those are the four stages of the internal combustion engine. Thank you.